Good afternoon, Yeladim, and welcome back to more Children's Torah Stories. We are learning all about David HaMelech, who is now David Melech Yisrael. Chai chicken pie. Chai v'kayam. That is David HaMelech, who is now the only king of the Jewish people. And when the Plishtim heard that he was the king, they said, I say, it is time for us to come and fight the Jewish people again. We chased them away when it was Shaul. We'll chase them away when it is David. But they were wrong, Yeladim, because when they came to fight against David, pow, bang, smash, crash, boing! David knocked them out of the park, and the Plishtim took a tumble, and the Jewish people did much, much better, and that was a great thing. And then David said, let's get the army all together again. All the Jewish people come together. Let's go. We are off somewhere so important. He went with, do you want to guess how many soldiers David went with? 30,000. Wow, lot of soldiers, 30,000. Where were they all going? Were David and his 30,000 soldiers going to fight another war? No. Were they going to plant some trees? No, they were not. They were going to get something that had been gone for so long. But now they would have a chance. Shalva, please will you give me a train from that room? But now they would have a chance to do something so special that we hadn't done for a long, long time. And that was to make a new home for the Aron Kodesh. Do you remember that the Aron Kodesh used to be at Shiloh with Eli the Kohen Gadol, and then the Jewish people brought it into the war, and the Philistines took it, and Hashem made the idols fall down, and it went all over. The Aron Kodesh hasn't really had a proper home for a long time, and David said, now that Hashem has been so good to us and has helped us to chase away the Plishtim, it is time for us to find a proper home once more for the Aron Kodesh, for Hashem's, thank you so much. Here it is, ta-da, for Hashem's special Aron Kodesh with the Torah inside, and we can put it in a special home instead of it just waiting somewhere. So off he went with the 30,000 people, and they brought it, and David got Avinadav. Remember, Avinadav is the Kohen Gadol. And David and Avinadav went, and they went to take the Aron Kodesh. But David made a big mistake. I don't know if you remember, Yeladim. What is the way that we carry the Aron Kodesh around? Can anybody show me? How do you carry the Aron Kodesh if you want to move it from one place to another? Do you put it inside a suitcase? Well, no way. It's much too big for a suitcase. Do you? And it's made out of gold as well. But how do you carry it around? How do you move it? Do you put it in a wagon and get a horse to carry it in the wagon? No way. So what do? You
take poles.
Excellent, Shalva. You get 4 people or more. 2 at the front with the 2 poles over there. 2 at the back with the 2 poles over there. And we get them to carry like this. We are carrying Hashem's Aron Kodesh. It's so heavy, but it doesn't feel heavy. Do you know? Are you coming for the story? Hooray! Look at this. Hello, Children's Torah Stories. Children's Torah Stories? This is about the Aron Kodesh. And they were carrying it to its new home. And even though it was made of gold and wood, and it had the stone tablets inside, and you would think that it was super heavy, it wasn't heavy at all. It could actually lift you up while you carried it. It felt like you were floating. Woo! As you go along It carries you through the air. Woo, floating above the ground. They didn't really float all the time, but they felt like it. And remember, Hashem could make it float when he wanted. Hashem could make it fly. That's how they got across the Yarden, the Jordan River. Well, that is the proper way to carry the Aron Kodesh, because then people are holding it and loving it and treating it nicely. But David forgot about that. David forgot how to take the Aron Kodesh. And instead of getting people to carry it, he said, I know what I'll do. I'll put it on the back of a wagon. And so he bought a brand new wagon, and he said, oh, that'll be so nice, a brand new wagon. Well, that is fancy, but it doesn't show how much we love the Aron Kodesh. We love the Aron Kodesh, and we want to hold it ourselves and carry it. Well, David just put it on the wagon, and he got the horses. Nay! And he got the horses to carry it on. Jungle, 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 to carry the Aron Kodesh. That was not the best way that David did. It was a mistake. But what happened was they were busy going along with the Aron Kodesh and the huge army and everything. Chonga, 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 chonga on the wagon. But then, while it was going along, the wagon started to go to the side. And it looked like the Aron Kodesh was going to fall. And one of the guys called Uzzah came running up. And Uzzah said, oh no, the Aron Kodesh is going to fall. I'd better grab it, said the rabbit. No, Uzzah wasn't really a rabbit, but I'm just saying. I'd better grab it. And he went to grab the Aron Kodesh. And he wanted to stop it falling. Do you think that was a good idea or a bad idea to grab the Aron Kodesh to stop it falling? What do you say, Yelatim? Well, it was a bad idea, actually, because you must never ever touch the Aron Kodesh. Aron Kodesh is not for touching. It's Hashem's special Aron Kodesh with the luchot inside. Yes, we love it and we want to be close to it, but we only touch the poles and carry it with the poles. And Uzzah went and he grabbed it, and he actually went, bah, almost like an electric shock. It wasn't really electric shock, but it was almost like, and he fell down and he was so sore. And everyone suddenly had felt sad, because up till then, they were having a lovely party. We're playing the Aron Kodesh. We're so happy. We're so happy. Oh no, Uzzah, are you okay? Someone call the doctor. Is Uzzah okay? And that was the problem. And that was because David had forgotten how to carry the Aron Kodesh properly. And so he said, I was going to bring the Aron Kodesh through to Yerushalayim, but now I'm scared, because what if I forget something else? What if I do something else wrong? He talked to his friend, Oved Edom. Yes? Oved Edom, please will you do me a favor? Yes, David, I will. Oved Edom, please can you keep the Aron Kodesh in your home? I'm scared to bring it to Yerushalayim, because maybe I'll make another mistake and someone else might get hurt. That's fine, David. I love Hashem and his Aron Kodesh so much. I would be delighted to have it with me in my home. Thank you. And so David made sure that the Aron Kodesh went to Oved Edom's house, and there it stayed for 3 months. And you know, those 3 months were the best 3 months of Oved Edom's life. One day he woke up and he found gold coins in his backyard. One day he had things growing. He was growing some pumpkins. It was the biggest, most delicious pumpkins he'd ever had in his life. One day he woke up and he drank the water from the little river in his area. The water tasted so sweet. It was amazing. One thing after another. Every good thing you could wish for. That is what happened to Oved Edom, because he was taking care of Hashem's Aron Kodesh. And so Hashem took care of him. And somebody came to tell David HaMelech, David, Oved Edom is having such an amazing time with the Aron Kodesh. Hashem is giving him all great things. Well, that means I don't have to be so worried. I can bring the Aron Kodesh through to Yerushalayim, and I will try to make sure this time to do it properly and not do anything wrong. All right, everybody, let's go back and bring the Aron Kodesh again. And this time you can see he did it right. He got people to carry it on the sides. He didn't put it in a wagon. Off we go to Yerushalayim, taking Hashem's Aron Kodesh. We are going to have such a great time. The Aron Kodesh is going to have a proper home. And they're bringing it through to Yerushalayim. Well, I must tell you, the one going crazy, dancing more than anyone, dancing, singing, jumping around, was David. Oh, whoa, 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 why, ya, ya, ya. Oh, whoa, 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 why, ya, ya, ya. Ay, ya, 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 ya. Ay, ya, 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 ya. Ay, ya, ya, ya. David was jumping and dancing and going crazy all over the place. And he was so excited. But Princess Michal was watching this. And Princess Michal did not like this one little bit. David, I would like to speak to you now, please. Yeah. Sure, Princess Michal. No problem, I'm just dancing. I'll come see you in a little while. No, David. I want you to come and speak to me now, please. Okay, that's fine. I'm coming. David, I do not like the way that you are behaving. What do you mean, Princess Michal? We're having a party for the Aron Kodesh. It's coming to Yerushalayim. Well, yes, that is the problem. You are not supposed to be partying and jumping around and dancing and singing like that. You are a king. That is not how kings behave. My father, King Shaul, always behaved with dignity. He was smart. He showed everyone that he was serious. He wasn't jumping and running around like some crazy kid. What are you doing, David? Running, jumping around like that. That is not how the king behaves. Well, Yeladim, who do you think was right? Was David right to jump and dance and party for the Aron Kodesh? Or is Michal right? That we should have dignity, we should be more serious, and we shouldn't be running and jumping, especially not the king. So, show me a thumbs up if you think David is right. Show me a thumbs up if you think Princess Michal is right. Well, David said, Princess Michal, I think you are wrong. Even though a king must be serious and all of those things, when it comes to doing special things for Hashem, Hashem is the important one, not the king. And I understand that your father wouldn't have done that. But remember, Hashem didn't want your father to be king anymore. Hashem wanted me to be king instead. So I think that I am right and you are wrong. Oh, okay. I think Michal still thought she was right. But I see, Eladim, you said that you think David was right. And you are correct. It was much better what David did. Because, as I said, even though we shouldn't be like silly all the time, when there's a way to show how much we love Hashem and how excited we are about Hashem's things, when it's for something like that, then I think we should be willing to be just a little bit silly and crazy, because it doesn't matter how important we are. The most important one is Hashem. Well, after that, David said, okay, now we have the Aron Kodesh in Yerushalayim and it's fantastic. I want to make a special home for the Aron Kodesh. I want to make a special place that we can put it. A beautiful palace that will be special for Hashem, so that people can come and daven to Hashem and bring Hashem presents and learn Torah, and that is something that I would like to build. And David went to ask the Navi. You remember the Navi is the one that Hashem talks to. And this with Navi, Shmuel's not around anymore, as you know, but this Navi was called Natan. Hello, Natan. Hello, everybody. Natan, it's so nice to have you with us for Children's Torah Stories. Well, I'm very excited to be here. And I want to tell you what I told David. What did you tell David? David said to me, Natan, oh Natan, please ask Hashem, can I build a beautiful palace for the Aron Kodesh? No, not yet. David, you are a good man and you have helped the Jewish people a lot. But you also fought with a lot of people. The one to build a special palace for Hashem will be someone who does not fight. Who will that be? I'll tell you next time. Okay, bye.